fringe festivals are where the future of stuff is born. You know, all the comedians like your Michael McIntyre started on the Edinburgh Fringe. The Fringe circuit is a training ground for future path setters, trend setters in theatre, comedy, music, live performance of any kind. So we've got comedy shows from some local comedians like Jazz Matu, who's a guy from Kent, who's performing in Kent. We've also got people coming down from Scotland, like Richard Pulsford. He's a comedian that's been on Channel 4. And is coming down from Scotland to perform at the Med Fringe. We've also got some live street performances. So the likes of Mrs. Baker's Medway Theatre Company is doing the Medway Arts Tours of Rochester. So they're historical interpretations, so talking about the castles and things like that, but done in character, so people can really connect with them and enjoy it, and it's not some person with their arms folded talking in a very droll tone. As well as that, we've got music from some local bands. We've got music from some youth theatres who are coming together to do songs from musicals. We've got brand new musicals that have never been heard before. It really is a diverse and fantastic way to experience the arts.
And where everything happens?
Good question. So we have got 12 venues across the Medway towns. So Spotlights Theatre is the Fringe hub. We've also
remember? Are you saying that you remember them all?
I remember. Yeah, I do remember them all.
Well, I suppose after a year, it's a kind of a nightmare for you almost. You dream them at night.
Day and night I've been on this, yes, and contacting them all frequently. So, yeah, we've got Spotlights Theatre, we've got Fort Luton, we've got Poco Loco, the Glass Box Theatre. Oh, now I'm really on the spot, aren't I?
Well, you don't want to forget, but yeah. I understand. There are 12.
There are, yeah. And if you want to find out about them, head over to medfringe.com. All the shows are listed there, and it tells you a little bit about the venues they're in as well. So it's really easily set out. It tells you about, so you can select music, theatre, comedy, or family friendly. Select your thing, tells you the shows in date order. So if you're looking for something tonight, there's some comedy on tonight, I know for sure. But yeah, medfringe.com, it's all there.
Good. Listen, where do you go from here?
That is a brilliant question. I have a long vision. So this is not where it stops. We're already taking applications from performers for MedFringe 2027. We can only grow from here. The great thing about where we're doing in MedFringe in the calendar is that it's the same time as things like Medway Open Studios, where all the artists in the area are opening their studios, letting people come in and see how they work. So we've got this cross-pollination going on. There's also the Kent Arts Convention. That will be over at Dockyard in crikey, next week. So there's all these things happening at the same time. And we want to be bringing people into the area to experience all these different artistic things. And by year 3, we're going to be huge.
I can imagine. I mean, it's not like it doesn't look like you're small already, because but it's great to see that everything that started with just an idea had immediately the community backing it up so much.
And that's just it. Up until only about 3 weeks ago, everything's been held together by goodwill and gaffer tape. It's we've spoken to people. They've said, "How on earth can I get involved? How can I help with this?" And thankfully, we've had the foresight to say, "You can get involved. You can help." And we've just grown massive. We've got a little bit of funding from Medway Council, which is fantastic, which helps us to do things to get the word out. But without the community standing together and saying, "Let's do this," we would be nowhere near here.
And it's important that also, as you said, the council has recognized the importance that something like this brings
Absolutely.
to the whole of the area.
Yes, because it is brand new what we're doing, and it is forward thinking for the area. But what it also does is celebrates what already exists. There are so many performers that live in Medway but tell everyone they're London based, because there's more work in London. So they say they're from London, but actually they live in Medway, but never perform here. On Sunday of last week, we had a performer who's been a professional performer for nearly 20 years, and Sunday was the first time he's performed back in his hometown since he was a teenager. That's somebody who pays their bills by performing, and we're bringing that good quality back into the area so it can inspire the next generation.
And it's great that they can finally perform in their hometowns.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And we are absolutely happy that this is happening. And I'm sure that year after year, you're going to come back and say, oh, do you know what? This year is bigger. When you say, now, you said that you have a vision.
Yes.
Long-term vision. And the long-term vision is bigger. Now, in your vision, not necessarily it's going to happen, but it's a vision.
Yeah.
Is it longer or there is more happening in 2 weeks?
The more happening in the 2 weeks.
Right.
The 2 weeks is the perfect amount of time for it to have that flash in the pan reaction. We're also in the calendar. So the world's largest arts festival is the Edinburgh Fringe. That happens in August. England's largest arts festival is the Brighton Fringe, which happens in May. So everyone tends to go to the Brighton Fringe with their work in progress, test their jokes, test their show, see how it reacts with an audience. They develop it. Then they need somewhere to preview, somewhere where they've made the changes, now they need to show it off before they then go to Edinburgh Fringe in front of a lot of scrutiny. And Med Fringe is going to be the playground for that.
Absolutely. Have you been already, I suppose you've been seeing some of the performances and
I
shows.
have seen a couple, yep.
So what kind of, tell me about the crowd. How is the crowd? Because, sometimes Edinburgh Fringe has very exigent people watching. So how is the crowd responding?
Really, really well. I had a wonderful comment from somebody on Sunday that said, I would never have seen a piece of theatre like this in Medway until now. And that is, it's touching to hear, because that's exactly what we're capable of making and what we're capable of developing and pushing the envelope and pushing through the future. Medway is so rich with that talent. So let's show it off and show each other what we're capable of.
So let's show it off. Let's remind everybody from the 4th already until the 19th of July.
Yep.
Medway Fringe. If they want to know the full program, which the poor guy, Kieron, cannot tell you everything because otherwise we would stay here until tonight.
That's it. I could, but we'd be here for a long time. But yeah, everything is online. It's on medfringe.com. We've kept it as simple as we can, and when you land on that page, you've got a couple of categories to choose from. If you are interested in the other things like Medway Open Studios and Kent Arts Conference, scroll down. They're on our website too. So we're really sharing the love with the other artistic things that are going on.
Who is your favorite artist at music level? Like your favorite song, your favorite band, your favorite singer? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So do you mean a mainstream band?
Yes.
I quite like Bastille.
Okay.
Bastille are my kind of vibe.
We'll play Bastille then.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, Kieron.
Been a pleasure.